Hey everyone, it's Glitch the Third, and this is Let's Play Pokemon Black Part 3. Today we're on Route 2, making our way to Striaton City. And I guess in this recording we're also going to be getting there to, you know, talk to people. Quite a few trainer battles on this route as well, like the last one we did. I guess this is supposed to be your first real introduction to trainer battles, or something. Ah dear, we're critical already. That must have been just me being careless in random battles. Thankfully, this route does give you an opportunity to leave and restock relatively early on. I'll sit here in a little bit. Yeah, sorry for the short up today. I must have had a lot of recording time on random battles and ended up cutting it all out. That's one thing that's weird about Pokemon games. It's okay to over-record, but only if you're doing random battles, which isn't always the case. So, I really don't know what's going on with that. Now I'm going to go heal and presumably stock up on potions, because I didn't buy any before I left. So yeah. Okay, we've healed our one Pokemon, because that's all we have at the moment. And you'll notice because we don't have any badges, there are only 2 items we can buy from the store. That'll change once we get a badge. Really opens up the floodgates for quite a few very useful items. Including Repel, should you decide to use it, although I'm going to be getting a lot of my experience from random encounters, so I'm not doing that. Except where I'm actually going to have to survive, like later on, specifically when you get into some caves. Because if you run out of potions in a cave, you're pretty screwed. Doesn't help that to get to one of the gym towns you have to go through a cave that's full of electric types. That's going to be real, well, it's going to be fun. No, not really. Okay, so now we're fighting some random lass who has a Purloin. Just one shot, please. Thank you. Crits are fun. Okay. We got a pitiful amount of experience from that fight. Now we're going to walk through some more grass and get into random battles. Because that's what I do. Our trainer battle. Against the World Cup. You can tell most of these so-called trainers aren't very threatening. Technically neither are we at this point. Though, once Oshawott evolves into Dewey, it turns into a beast. So, yeah. And if you so choose, you can actually hold on the tail whip all the way up until, well, after you get Samurai. It looks ridiculous, but it works just as well. I actually did that during my practice run, instead of opting for Swords Dance or whatever if he gets it. Actually, it's Slash and then Swords Dance comes later, I just remembered. Okay, so we got Water Sport, that's very helpful against fire types. Of which we'll encounter a few. So we get a free potion, the Pokeball for our trouble. And look who it is. Just the weird stitch on the side of my face just now. That just felt weird. Okay, yeah, Bianca is pretty much always pathetically easy, so I don't anticipate this to take more than a few minutes. Especially because her starter is weak against ours, and we now have not only Water Gun, but also Water Sport, which technically we're not supposed to have by this point. But we do anyway. You're really gonna sit there and leer when you know that your starter's probably going to die anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. Trainers can use potions! Lol. Well, guess what? Those potions can't save me from crits, now can they? Nope. And now it's time to destroy a pig. Okay, he's not going to be able to hit us for much anyway, so it's not very effective. Yeah, well, Water Gun, you're dead. Exactly, you couldn't win. You're going the wrong way. You dummy. Okay. There's tons of goodies scattered around here, and most of them you can get from just talking to people. Like, for instance, this fellow back here. Give us a Dust Ball, very useful specialty ball. That comes in handy even against legendaries. And we're going to get to talk to more people. Yeah, we got a Great Ball. That's just a Great Ball. We don't have the ability to buy them yet, of course. Since it's too early in the game for that, technically. Yeah, I might as well go ahead and explain the gimmick of this gym. So basically, it's designed to where you're supposed to employ sweepers at all times. Like, one of the... Yeah, like, whichever gym leader you get depends on what starter you chose, so it's going to have a Pokemon that's strong against your starter's type. Which is why you need Sweeper, which really makes this gym a cakewalk. Not that I endorse trampling little girls, but it really is pathetically easy if you know what you're doing. I remember when I first tried this on my practice run, I tried to power through it and failed miserably. And found out only later that you could basically get a free Pokemon just by going to the Dream Yard before you tackled the gym. And it happened to be a one that was strong against whatever Pokemon was being used against you in the gym. So yeah, basically the whole point of this town is to reinforce the concept of sweepers. Oh, this is also where you would ordinarily gain access to the Dream World feature, which I'm sure there will be an Inception joke relating to that later on. And of course this is an emulator, so I can't actually go online, which means it's pretty useless, but it's still relevant. I'm pretty sure it might actually even be optional, but I'm not really worried about it. This is, like I said, I'm showing everything I find worthy of sharing, and I find that particular event quite worthy of sharing. Save the game here. Looks like we're almost to the end of the recording, so I guess I will see you guys next time on Let's Play. Goodbye.